What's up, guys? Mr. No Soups back today with another video, and today I'm talking to you guys about what I think will be the best first round series in the playoffs, and that is the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. And before we get into everything, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Is there any other series I should be covering? But to me, this series is the epitome of anyone can take it depending on what they got. So, guys, when we're looking at these teams, the Warriors have the experience, and depending on how much you value experience, that can be the crucial deciding factor. That their experience would just stop the inexperience of someone like the Kings, but then the question is, how much do you value the now versus the past? And what I mean by that is, obviously the Warriors have one of the worst away records in the league. Currently, according to NBA.com, they have the most turnovers per game in the league. Worse than the Rockets, worse than the tanking teams. They foul a lot more away than they do at home. And at that point, as the away team, right now, if we just went off what we've seen, the Warriors necessarily don't have as great of a chance. But when we take into effect that Steph Curry is Steph Curry, Klay Thompson is Klay, and they have that experience with Klay, Draymond, and Steph, you have to take that into account. But I think we have to be careful of just throwing the Kings aside and being like, yeah, they're going to get swept or they're going to get beat in 5. This is a legitimate team, and I think that this might just turn into a shootout. But guys, let's get some analysis on this series and why I believe the Sacramento Kings might just pull this one out. And first, we're going to look at the half-court offenses of both teams. So coming up here, what we're going to see is off this pass to Herter, you're going to get the screens from Sabonis. Getting De'Aaron Fox that freedom. And what's very interesting here is the staggered screen by Herter, which then goes into one by Sabonis. And this right here, coming up, is the most important man arguably in the matchup, Kevon Looney. Off of this matchup alone, you get the ball up to Sabonis, and obviously he kicks it out here to Herter, he kicks it over. And while they miss the shot, these opportunities are something that the Warriors simply cannot allow to be created in this series, or they will lose quickly. And again, look at the screen here from Sabonis, and then easily kicking the ball out. Now, this is something that you can't have. This stagnant perimeter defense or perimeter offense, that's something you can't have against a Warriors team. That's playing right into their hands and is going to let them get transition opportunities. But again, here, look at this. Off of the Keegan Murray screen, he gives it back to Sabonis for a dribble handoff almost to Herter. And what is interesting here, again, is seeing the fake handoff and seeing Draymond commit to the handoff as if Herter was cutting the basket to give him a wide-open mid-ranger. And now we need to look at the Warriors' half-court's good and bad and what we can see. So off the pass here to Jeremy Lamb, you're going to see Klay make another cut towards him. And now what we're going to see is Klay, and they really have this drawn-out set here, and it's kicked out to a wide-open Lamb with very little time left on the shot clock. Sorry, I had to cut out the thing for copyright. And you miss here. You can't have that sort of stagnation against the Kings, even with their struggling defense. And now here's the issue I've seen with the Kings on the half court, but what the Warriors can take advantage of is the collapse on the interior. And Klay Thompson gets a wide open three-pointer here for the great opportunity. And again, let's just take a look at one last half court possession. What we're going to see here is the kick out, and now you're going to see Wiggins cut and take advantage of the interior presence or lack thereof. So guys, what have we seen from these half court games? I think it's pretty clear what we're looking at right now. It's a matter of whose interior presence is going to decay first. And what I mean by that is very much so. If the Kings are taking advantage of the lack of rebounds. For example, when I looked at StatMuse of all 3 games that Domantas Sabonis played against the Warriors this season, he's averaging 15 to 16 boards a game. If he is averaging that much in a playoff series, that is going to be crucial. And that might just win the Kings this series because they'll get so many second chance opportunities or prevent the Warriors from getting second chance opportunities, which obviously will change the tide of a game like this. And that's huge. But the question really is how much can you survive with Kevon Looney or guys like Kuminga on the inside? You need interior presence to attack because the Kings, in all honesty, don't really have that interior defender. And if they can take advantage of that, the Warriors can really, really get it going. And honestly, I don't know how likely that is. But now let's take a look at the weaknesses of both teams. As we see here, it's the Kings' defense. Look at the collapse there at the paint to the point of where Harrison Barnes just sagged off of Wiggins with a wide open 3. And again here, this is going to be dangerous too. Getting Steph against Sabonis, that's what you're trying to get the entire series if you're the Warriors. The entire series. And again, look here at the lack of interior, the collapse on the interior for the wide open Klay Thompson 3. And now we need to look at the Warriors' weakness, which is obviously the turnovers. Here, Draymond just makes a foolish pass, which is turnover to Malik Monk. And then you see the half-court transition offense of the Kings be able to score an easy bucket. And this is interesting, too. The idea of if the Kings would collapse on Draymond, if he had the ball out on the perimeter, would they be able to really get away with it? And that's where I think we kind of come to the end of the ideas. So, guys, this is what I would say are the major takeaways if you're thinking either team would win and what you would say for your rationale. Obviously, you can use the very, very basic. The Warriors are defending champs. They have experience. The Kings are inexperienced. They haven't been here yet. So you're taking the Warriors. However, the interior, I think, determines the series. If the Kings are getting on the inside and are forcing Kevon Looney to stay in the game, that's huge. Because at that point, if you force Kevon Looney to stay in the game, you can get him in foul trouble through guys like De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. But if you force the Warriors to go small, Sabonis, again, is going to then take advantage on the interior. But if you're the Warriors, you need Kevon Looney or someone to have an interior presence. Whether it's Klay or Steph trying to get on to someone like Sabonis and attacking the mid-range and the paint so that the Kings continue to do the foolish thing that they do, which is collapse interiorly and therefore leave wide open perimeter guys, then yeah, I think the Warriors win this series. But the issue is that the Warriors have away problems. And this entire year, I have struggled to see why they deserve the justification for clearly being the victors of this series. So for me, guys, Amsterdam Knows Hoops, I'm saying that the Kings will probably win this series in 7. I think the home team wins every game. And as always, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you guys think is going to win. As always, have an awesome day, guys. Peace out. Let me know what you want to see next.